All right, here we are. Last week here in Melbourne, Palm Bay. Um, this last week, I'm not sure if I talked about it, but we stayed at the Hyatt twice. That was our second week at the Hyatt. Um, Love that place. Great hotel. So if y'all remember, the first week we stayed in Palm Bay, we stayed in an extended stay um, over on Palm Bay Road, off Palm Bay Road a little bit. Um, and that was a nice one. The only issue we had with that one was it had that really bad door that slammed and like got caught. Overall, it was a decent room. So I know I said I was going to say something really nice the last week, but I decided against that because I am trying to minimize hotel costs. So we are back at extended stay, but this time we are off 192, which, if anybody knows, I'm not a fan of 192. But I figured we'd give this one a shot. It had really good reviews. It was like a 4.7, 4.8, something like that, but it was really, really good reviews. So we'll walk around. It looks really nice for offhand. And there's a couple things that I'll talk about in a minute that I kind of miss about the extended stay. Now that I've stayed at other hotels that aren't extended stays or like big hotels, or I don't know how to describe that. But here we go. Here's the room. This is the entryway door, and it actually closes. It's nice, not like that metal weirdness that the other one was. So this is what I miss. Okay, so a full freezer, full fridge, plenty of space. It's got the range here, so you can make stuff. Big microwave, big sink, tons of storage for whatever you need. As well, extended stay has these optional amenities, which I've heard are hit or miss. Storage up top for all your food. And then the bathroom. This is the one I actually really like the bathroom at extended stay the most. Now the other ones weren't bad, but for some reason this one was really nice. The last one, the only issue we really had was that the shower kept dripping, and they fixed it, but then it started dripping again. This one's kind of nice. It's got the dual shelves, which is kind of cool. But it's a big shower, walk-in shower. Sink, towels, mirror with the whole lighting system, toilet, trash can, and coming over, we have the desk slash TV area with the little chair, and then you have your kind of like an open closet area. This is the one thing I didn't really like about this, was that it's weird and open, but honestly, it really doesn't matter. Ironing board, as you all know, that is very important to have, and an iron. We'll see later if that actually works well. And they have this open shelving unit thing. This is also one of those things I don't like, because like your underwear is just gonna be out in the open unless you just keep it in your suitcase. AC unit there. There's that fancy chair like last time. And then the bed. I think this is a queen, which is perfect. A cool picture in the background with the key lime brick road there. Last week, don't really have anything planned. I want to try a couple things that some of the technologists at the hospital have talked to me about. There's definitely a sushi place here in town. One of the techs' husband owns or runs. So we're gonna hopefully check that out, and then we'll see. I definitely want to go to Apocalypse Coffee one more time before I leave Palm Bay. That's for sure. Maybe four. I don't know. We'll find out. But all right, let me get all the stuff out of the car, start unpacking. It is almost 5 o'clock, so yeah. So driving home, I-4 traffic, so why not get on video. So Palm Bay contract is over. Ended a little early. Had some things go on out of our control that ended the contract a little bit early. The hospital was able to work with me a little bit to help with the situation. So overall, Palm Bay was great. Hospital was the flow was very manageable. Staff was great. Supervisor was great. But so for my first contract, overall, amazing experience. Talk about, I guess I'll kind of try to bring up different things I've thought about of what makes or breaks the contract.
Watch out. Vehicle on shoulder ahead.
But I mean, obviously it's going to be different for everybody. But for me, I think the toughest thing was being away. I wanted to experience this and see how it would work as someone who has a family, 2 kids. So the 410s was tough. The next contract is 312s. So I think that's going to make it a little easier. We'll see. But yeah, being away from Monday to Friday was really tough. Because I mean, you're pretty much gone all week. I mean, you still get technically 72 hours off. But that first day, especially being on night shift, that first day is it's worthless because you're exhausted from the night before. And then the Monday you're going back. The day you start, you're driving back, you're getting started. That day's tough too. So really, you get 2 days off, 2 full days, which was nice. I mean, it was manageable. It was tough to get things done. So I would definitely recommend kind of setting up some kind of routine or something like that on your days off, just to kind of make sure you're getting the things done that you want to get done. It's just really tough to manage, like, things that really wanted to get done, like mowing the yard or doing things around the house, or just anything really, because you're trying to balance the time with your family and time for things that you're responsible for getting done. Let's see what else. Hotels were difficult. It was really difficult to find a good hotel for a good price. So we stayed at, I think, 6 or 7 different hotels. We did stay at one that was just a no-go. Bottom tier, stay away from this place. And then there was other ones that were in kind of like what you would probably consider not great areas, but they were they're decent hotels for the price. Because in Palm Bay, there's a lot of hotels that they're okay. It's just different. Because you're trying to make the most of what you get. So yeah, so hotels. Obviously, just like anything else, pay attention to the reviews. If some of the more recent reviews are kind of dumpster fire reviews, then just abandon ship. There's plenty of hotels, I'm sure, in most of the areas you're going to be in. And just find a better one. If you have to, spend a few extra dollars. I know we're all trying to make the most of these contracts, but you also don't want to stay somewhere where you're going to get sick. Because there was a couple weeks, I'm pretty sure where I stayed is what made me sick. So, hotels. Read the reviews. else? Finding hotels was interesting. So my wife's a travel agent. I'm sure we've mentioned that before. So she assisted me finding some hotels, and if you need help with that, then I'm sure she would love to help you find those hotels. But other than that, we kind of looked on like Kayak and other websites, and the company I work for, they have this perk spot and corporate rates as well. So that's something to definitely take advantage of and look into. Because we stayed at the extended stay 2 of the 8 weeks, and although they're not amazing, wonderful, ritzy hotels, I mean, they do the job, and they're big. And like that final hotel I did a video of the hotel, talking about why I like those more, even though they're not the best quality. They just have a lot of perks for travelers, I think, that you won't get many other places, you know. Let's see what else. Driving back and forth is tough. If that's your plan, then it's tough. I will tell you that. I was 2.5 hours away, and I wanted to be able to go home and visit, in between work days, and it was tough. It's a lot of driving, and if you're even further, then I'm sure it would be even tougher. So, but yeah, we're done. We're starting to speed up now, so I'm going to get off here. Palm Bay's contract's over. I'll be off until the next contract. It's like a week and a half, and then we'll be going over to Osceola Regional Medical Center in Orlando, and we'll see how that goes. It's a bigger hospital. Workflow's going to be a lot different than what I'm used to, so that'll be interesting. Not afraid of working hard and working fast, but it will take some adjusting, I think, working in a level 2 trauma center and all that fun stuff. So, all right, so that's that.